Welcome to the latest video in the series of how to set up your first YouTube ads campaign, and this video is called how to use YouTube ads, your first campaign to win business. Now this video tutorial is all about setting up a YouTube ads campaign that will achieve results. We're now at the part where if you can make a success of this, then I believe it sets you up to move forward with confidence and you'll never again struggle with generating traffic. So let's get cracking. In the meantime, be sure to watch the video to the very end where you'll be able to download the free PDF entitled The Top 10 Tips for Beginners to YouTube Ads. Hi, my name's Jeff Laming for Video Cashflow, and in this video we're going to set up our first YouTube video ads campaign. There's actually two videos covering these steps, simply because it'll be easier to understand steps to undertake and some of the challenges that may inevitably arise whilst looking at the whole YouTube ads setup through the eyes of a novice. So to start this first video, let's head over to the computer, and whilst I make my way over there, be sure to read the following slide that's about to come up on your screen. Welcome to the computer, so let's get cracking then. Now for the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to use an affiliate product as the object of the promotion, and the video to be used as the promotional ad is one of me promoting the product. Now there's the product that you can see in front of you, 37 best free marketing tools, and it's by a UK internet marketer called Sarah Staar. Why use an affiliate product to promote, you may ask? Well, firstly, I think it's a great way to learn how the YouTube ad system works. And secondly, it builds up confidence for your second or third and so on YouTube ads campaigns to promote your own business or products or services. Now, first things first, you don't want to forget to get your free advertising credit. So just go into Google and type in something like YouTube AdWords advertising credits, and you'll come to this page here. I'll put the link, URL link underneath the video, and when you get to this page, scroll all the way down to the bottom where you'll come to this bit here. Get £100 free credit when you spend £25 on video ads, and obviously if you're in the States or Australia, New Zealand, Canada, that will come up as dollars, and if you're in Ireland, that will come up as euros. And click get offer code button. Then you can follow the steps either on screen or by viewing my earlier video, how to use YouTube ads, setting up a YouTube ads account. And I'll put a link in the end screen to that video, as well as showing a clickable URL link beneath the video. Now we're going to go through this process with the expectancy that we'll come to a number of hurdles or crossroads or challenges where we'll need to choose between at least two options. And that's okay, because of YouTube ads, just like Facebook ads, is that we have the flexibility to design our campaigns to achieve whatever type of goal we have for that campaign. So go to your YouTube account and click on the icon in the top right of the screen, just like here, and then click on Creator Studio. This will bring you into your Creator Studio here. So on this second column here, search it for the video that you want to promote as an ad. And here's the video here that we're going to promote. As I said before, it's 37 best free marketing tools by Sarah Staar. Now the video is in unlisted mode at the moment, and at some stage I'm going to have to change this to public mode, which will probably be alerted to later on down the line. But for now, we'll leave it as it is, as this whole recording is one big learning curve in more ways than one. Now click the drop down arrow to the right of edit, click promote. Now we come to the first set of choices, i.e. the hurdles or crossroads or challenges, whatever you want to call them. Now we've got first choices to, do we want the video, the promotion of the video to help expand the audience, or do we want to pay only for views that count, or do we want to boost long-term popularity? And as you can see, each one up here tells you a bit more about the choice. Promote your video with a video ad campaign. You choose how much to spend and how broadly to target your campaign. To pay only for views that count. You pay when someone chooses to watch your video, so you get more for your advertising budget. And to boost long-term popularity, the extra views, likes and shares during your video ad campaign can lead to even more views in the future. Now, for the purposes of this exercise, we want viewers to watch the ad and take action by clicking on the link to a landing page. So we want to go for the second option in this case. So I've highlighted that. I now click the blue promote your video button, and now we can start talking about how much to spend. The first thing we're going to do is click this budget drop down here, which is daily budget. Click on that. Tells you what your options are. You've only got two options. Do you want to set a campaign budget, or do you want to use a daily budget? We're going to click for daily budget. In our case, it's already defaulted to British pounds. It's already populated with £5 a day. Now, obviously, you need to determine this figure before you get to this stage. So don't get to this stage and think, well, I've got to spend £50 a day. Far from it. You can spend as much as £1 a day. I think we're going to go for £5. And it says once your ad is approved, your campaign will start running. And whilst we're doing that, up here it says estimated views per day, 300 to 400, and it's just under 900 ad impressions. And an ad impression in this case is where the ad is actually presented on someone's screen, and the viewers will actually click on the ad to view the video. Now, don't get hung up on these figures here because they are only estimates. The next thing is the previewing your ads. Now, these are the true view video ads, and the beauty of this is that not only does this cover in-stream ads, these are the ads that show down the right hand side of the video that you're watching, as you can tell from the layout here, but you've also got the in-display ad, which is the ad that pops in at the top of that column of videos. So benefit of both worlds there, really. So anyway, let's have a look at, go back to in-stream ads, and just by hovering the cursor over the question mark there, it explains that YouTube shows your video ad to select viewers whose geographical locations and interests match your targeting settings. We'll come to those settings in a minute. And this other question here, it says your video appears as an in-stream ad before related videos. And here's another explanation down here. Your in-stream video ad plays before another video on YouTube. Viewers can choose to skip your ad after a few seconds. You pay when the viewer watches 30 seconds of your video, or the duration if it's shorter than 30 seconds, or engages with your video, whichever comes first. And there it confirms that your campaign also includes in-display ads. So let's have a closer look at in-display ads. And again, it says at the bottom here, TrueView in-display page ad. Your in-display ad as a thumbnail image appears near similar YouTube videos. You only pay when someone clicks your ad to watch your video. And again, it's confirming that your campaign also includes in-stream ads, which we looked at a few seconds ago. So now we've got the budget set, let's move over to audience. Over here, we've got two choices. Do we choose everyone, which is recommended, or do we choose or click on the let me choose who sees my ad? Now, this is where you probably need to keep your wits about you. YouTube would love you to spend as much money with them as possible, but you, on the other hand, want to spend money with purpose. In other words, we want to put the video ad in front of people who are likely to be interested in the product or service. So for the purpose of this YouTube, we're going to go for the second option. Thank you very much. So let's click the let me choose who sees my ad. And by doing that, these two other options show up, locations and interests. So let's click on the locations box. Now I'm going to choose in this case United Kingdom and the other major English speaking countries, i.e. the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand and Ireland. So let's just go through that and do that. So in goes United Kingdom. I'm going to type in United States. There you go. Canada, Australia, New Zealand and Ireland. Now, the other reason that I chose these countries as opposed to just sticking with the UK is because I know that Sarah Staar has a following in all of those countries that I've chosen. Now, whilst we're not going to target Sarah Staar's followers, we do want the ad to get shown to people who exhibit similar traits and characteristics to Sarah Staar's following. Now, this comes down to understanding where your target audience hang out, basically. So again, just like with setting your budget, you need to know beforehand what countries you're going to target. Now once you're happy you've got all the locations in place, click next step. Okay, now on to interests, and as you can see it comes down with a number of options there for you to choose. Now you can go, as I say, through this list here, and each one of these categories has got further drop downs. Now you may have to go through all of the categories to find one or more that best fit what you're looking for, and it may not be an exact fit, so again, don't get hung up on it at this stage. Now I'm going to choose 2 interest categories, so I'm going to go into lifestyles and hobbies, and I'm going to want to target my ad at business professionals, and I also want to target my ad to people probably a bit more technical minded than marketing minded, and that's going to be social media enthusiasts. Now, what I've chosen may not be ideal for the purposes of this ad, certainly may not be ideal for the purposes of your ad campaign. Let's see how all of this pans out, and you may well have an opportunity later on to refine these interests. So let's go back to let me choose who sees my ad, and then click the blue next step button.
The next set of steps to continue with your first YouTube ads campaign follows on the next video. In the meantime, I hope you found the steps in this video helpful. Before I forget, here's a link for you to download your free PDF copy of the top 10 tips for beginners to YouTube ads. I'll also leave a link in the description box below this video. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video.